So I just got to the Oval. I come here most days between Monday to Friday usually to run ducks out, and it's a good opportunity for me to get some steps in. I usually do some laps, or if it's nice weather I'll actually walk here as well. I just drove today because it's pretty cold. But yeah, one of my biggest struggles is getting steps in. A couple days ago I only got 3,400 steps, and yesterday I only had 4,000 and literally walked around my kitchen for an hour just to get 7,500 steps. So I'm thinking about getting a treadmill just for at home. There's these walking pads that I found that are pretty cheap, so I might get that to help me in the winter. Yeah, coming to colder weather I find it really hard to get my cardio in. So yeah, I just got home from my very last home workout because gyms are reopening tomorrow, which is super exciting. I'm absolutely stoked about it. I trained upper body, which I will add in some clips after this, but I've had a few questions about what supplements I've been using during my prep. So the first one is obviously a pre-workout. I use the Naked Harvest one. I dry scoop this purely because I don't like drinking a lot of liquid, and every time I make it as a drink I'm literally still drinking it at the end of my workout. So I usually dry scoop it. Then I mix these two together, so BCAAs again from Naked Harvest and Vitago. So this is an intra-workout carb powder, and it was an absolute savior for me in my off season because I had 460 grams of carbs to hit at my highest, and I just couldn't get it really without this. This has got 35 grams of carbs per serve, and it's just an easy way to, you know, just sip away at it and you don't even notice. So that was during a workout. After workout, I have my Naked Harvest plant-based protein. A lot of the time I actually hit my protein within just my food and my diet, so I don't need to use this, but it depends. If I'm a little bit low in protein, I'll use this. I actually like to bake with it more, so I'll have it in like pancakes or baked oats, but sometimes I will have it as a shake just with water, because these ones do taste really good just with water. I also have creatine. So I have 2 grams of this in with either my baked oats or with my protein because it is resistant to heat. I only have 2 grams because there's 3 grams of creatine in the pre-workout I have already, so I have 5 grams per day, and creatine is one of the most scientifically proven supplements to actually work in terms of strength and performance. So yeah, definitely recommend having a good creatine. And lastly, I just have these two. So I've got a probiotic with iron just to help with energy and digestion. I'm always really low on iron, so it's just helpful for me to have that one. And then a magnesium, it's a night version to help me sleep, and just, you know, helping with muscle soreness as well overnight. So I'm doing a lot of yoga at the moment. I've done it for a while just because I enjoy doing it, but my mobility and flexibility is pretty bad, if I'm honest. I especially struggle with rotating in my poses, like side pose and front pose, having my hips facing the side but torso at the front. So I've been doing a lot of my therapy appointments and yoga to help with my thoracic mobility and a few other issues. I have a pretty bad posture with like rounded shoulders as well. So this has really been helping with that. And then obviously just like with my performance during the gym, being able to make sure that I have correct technique. Do you feel the buzz, or is it just me? Trust me, something in the air, it's just above me. Something like a dream state, I can't even see straight. Do you feel the buzz, babe? Do you feel the buzz? I have come to Bendigo for the weekend just to visit some family because I haven't seen them since Easter, and I thought it was a good chance for me to come since I'm on holidays now. I finished all my exams, which is great. I got my step count today and I'm going to be aiming for 9,000 steps every day from now on. A little bit lower than some people who usually try and hit 10 to 15 during prep, but I do have a pretty sedentary lifestyle with an office job and being a student, so even hitting like 7.5 is a real challenge for me. So yeah, definitely keen for that, to make sure I'm forcing myself to move to hit this target. And my calories have remained the same, which is good, so I can stay on higher calories for a little bit longer. But yeah, just enjoying the sun, having a rest day. I usually don't mind having a rest day on a Monday. It seems to work with my schedule, and I didn't have one last week. Don't tell Beck. And yeah, so I thought I'd just finish off with a couple meals that I've been having throughout the week, and a little check-in to see how I'm going at the moment in terms of my physique. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all with updates next week.
So it's just me, trust me, something in the air just above me, something like a dream state, you call it a clean break. Do you feel the vibes, baby? Do you feel the vibes?